So food is the most important thing in every single one of our lives. I think we can all agree with that. So today's video is a really exciting one. I am joining my friend Anastazja today for a vegan dinner. Begin, I just want to say why I particularly chosen you to feature in this video.
Yeah.
So do you want to start with how we met?
Yeah, so Ishani and I met when our university organised a trip to Singapore for the World Business Council for Sustainable Development annual council conference.
Yeah.
And we were both of 10 students to be selected to take part in this special event, and yeah, that's how our journey with this friend started.
Yeah, so I think, so for me in terms of sustainability specifically, it started in my second year when I went away to Canada. I always slip it in, don't I?
Oh, I went to Canada.
I went to Canada, like. Yeah, so I took a module there called Innovation Sustainability, and that is where it kind of triggered, because I've always loved marketing and business, which is my degree and my career, but like sustainability and fashion, that kind of thing is my niche. So I'm trying to step a little bit outside my comfort zone into food, because, declaration, I'm not a vegan. I'm a vegetarian most days, but I'm still not, I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Small steps. But so we'll start with that.
Yeah.
So before we begin into the cooking, what are you making me?
So this is a dish that I've been making for many years now. It's one of those dishes that every chef sort of has prepared as a backup. It's a one-pot pasta.
Yeah.
It's very simple: spaghetti, cherry tomatoes, fresh basil, garlic, onions, and a special vegan ingredient called nutritional yeast. This is something that every vegan has in their cupboard, because it's a very good source of vitamin B12, which is something that vegans can't naturally gain from their diet. This is something that only meat eaters can get from their diet.
Right.
But this is a very special ingredient. It makes it taste quite cheesy.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Do you miss cheese?
A little bit. I was never a big fan of cheese anyway. Only melted on pizza. And vegan cheese alternatives are a bit, hit and miss.
Yeah, okay. Let's get started. Okay, also this is my first time in your flat.
Yeah.
So we both went to Lancaster, and we've both had an internship in London. So this is so weird, properly,
I know.
adult meeting, cooking me dinner. What made you go vegan?
So originally I decided to go vegan because as a teenager I had quite a few problems with my skin. I had very acne prone skin, and I heard that cutting out dairy, cutting out meat could actually help with that. But as I started doing more research, I discovered that going vegan actually can help the environment. You're protecting so many animals' lives, and that's what sort of fueled me throughout the last couple of years to continue with veganism and make it a part of my lifestyle. So I've suffered with acne since I was about 12 years old, but I made the change to veganism when I was 18. So literally the day I moved to uni was the day I went vegan for the very first time.
That's really interesting, because I would think that it's more expensive to be vegan.
Actually, I found the complete opposite. Meat is quite an expensive thing for students to buy. You don't often find students buying meat or nice piece of salmon or a tuna steak that often. Instead, you live off chicken nuggets or fish fingers. Whereas things like rice, beans, pasta, veggies, fruit is actually really cheap, and if you eat enough of it, you can definitely sustain that as a diet.
Yeah. Okay, so for you, do you think it was like an overnight thing? Like you woke up one morning and thought, I'm going vegan?
No, it wasn't like that at all. It was quite a long process. I first cut out dairy and eggs, because I didn't really ever like eggs anyway. And then as I started doing more research, that's when I cut out meat and fish. So it actually took quite a long time, a couple of months I'd say.
Okay. And so would you say it was hard, in terms of relapse? Have you had you know, the first 3 months of being vegan, like, oh, I really just want a KFC right now or something? Like,
well, to be honest with you, I'm a very stubborn person, so that would never ever happen to me.
Okay.
I've actually been pretty good with that, but bacon butties are my weakness, and if anyone's got one around me, I will inhale the smell, but I would never ever touch it, absolutely not.
Oh, fair enough then.
Right, so Italians out there, don't kill me, but to fit this spaghetti in the pan, I'm gonna have to break it in half.
What about, I don't know if you've been looking at the news and stuff, but sort of lab-grown meat, would you consider that?
Yeah, actually I think it's quite an interesting thing, and I would be willing to try it, but I'd only ever go to a restaurant to try it, only because I want a professional chef to prepare it for me, as I've never cooked meat in my life at all.
Right.
So I'd be willing to try it, and I think it's a great alternative, you know, to counteract the environmental problems that we're facing. But at the same time, I wouldn't implement it in my regular diet, only because I still consider meat to be an unhealthy thing.
Is being vegan always healthy?
No, not at all. Absolutely not.
Okay. Okay, vegan sausage roll from Greg's.
Hell yes.
Hell yes, I give that one a thumbs up because that was so good.
It
so
was,
good.
And I'm so glad that high street chains like that are bringing out vegan alternatives. It's fantastic.
100%. Okay, so one advice that you would give to someone who's probably watching this video and going, do you know what? I'm going vegan. Sorry, that was so aggressive. That is exactly how
you peel garlic.
You peel garlic. Okay, so one piece of advice.
Take it slow, take it easy, don't rush it, don't pressure yourself into anything. Like, no one's perfect. It really does take time and it takes commitment. So I think it's very important to do your research and to plan ahead to make sure that you are getting all the nutrients that you need at all times.
That is good advice. Okie doke. So do you think it is realistic for everyone to go vegan?
No, not at all, I would say. In Western nations, absolutely, I think that more people should make the switch. But I know that in certain cultures around the world, in remote parts of the world, it's very difficult to gain access to all the food groups that you need. So meat is sometimes a necessary thing in your diet.
Oh my god, it actually it's so creamy and cheesy.
I know.
I don't understand it.
It's the nutritional yeast.
That is so good. Oh my god. This is like what you want. You want to put a film on, have this bowl, and like just snuggle up and eat this. Oh, that is so good. Thank you so much.
No worries.
Do you want to try some of yours now?
Yep. I'm gonna dig in. So what I really want to improve on this year and going forward as well is fast fashion. To be honest, I buy too much of it and I really need to cut back on that, but I also want to find brands that are ethical and sustainable while still being affordable, because that's a big factor for me when it comes to clothing. But I want to find more brands that are on the same wavelength as me when it comes to sustainability, but are still, you know, my style when it comes to clothing.
I agree with you on that one. It's so difficult to have it both ways, you know. Cheap, my style, but also sustainable, you know, that is the ideal world.
Yes.
But, so I guess that is the end of it. I'm gonna dig into this pasta and bye.